Gypsy Rose, take me home, but not to your house, because you MURDERED, your mom there. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy. One skip, do you like my song? Do you like my song? Guys, seriously, let's talk a little bit about Gypsy. She ain't off the hook. And there's more players coming out. So, David Blanchard. So, a few of you have reached out to me and said, do you think that Gypsy could have been intimate with David and perhaps she was blackmailing him or extorting him or doing something to him to make him help her unalive her mom? Could David Blanchard have been involved? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But let's talk about this. So here's what we do know. We do know that Gypsy used her body to get Nicholas Godejohn on side for her so that she could manipulate the hell out of him to unalive her mom so that she could get away from her mom, who never did anything but showed her how to be a crook. I mean, that was it. Because if there was real abuse from Dee Dee, that would have been said, that would have been called on. People would have said something about it. Gypsy only used it as an alibi. It wasn't what she said during her whole interrogation. Her mom was great. Even Nick said Dee Dee was great. Everybody that met Dee Dee said she was great. They didn't say that she was a criminal. She didn't say that she had cons. And even if she did have cons, unless she was unaliving somebody, she's pretty all right, except for some moral stuff. Totally different than unaliving somebody. Two different ball games. Two different. One is playing soccer and one is playing machete. And that's what's going on. So you can't really compare the two. But if anybody thinks that Dee Dee deserved to be unalived because of the scams she was running with her daughter, I think we can all say that's ridiculous. Should she have been punished for it? Yes. Should this have been her punishment for it? Fuck no, 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 no. Gypsy, her behavior, after what you guys have said, $3 million, she has $3 million, and still she's asking people to help her with her baby registry, with her new house, and her whole new life. And she accepts gifts from TikTok, where I would think any good person that had some sort of scam, if I knew that I had contributed to a scam that went on and I found myself with $3 million, you bet your ass I'd give some of that money back. The average bear would. But Gypsy, who wants to be treated like the average bear, but she really doesn't, it's her money. How she got there was she paid her dues by paying 8.5 years out of her life and spending it behind bars, manipulating, using, fucking around, and just sliding by. Her hardest achievement in jail, no doubt, was keeping her fucking cell block clean, which is a big ask for Gypsy, because if you look at any photos when any places she's ever been at, the common denominator is Gypsy and the mess. Pigpen, remember I said Pigpen. So now she unalives her mom with Nick. And we know this because, well, she admits to it. And when I say she admits to it, not the actual crime, but setting him up to do so. Telling him it's the only way for us to be. I can only be that way. Then she gets to Wisconsin, where Nick lives. And I guess she looks around and says, fuck no, what did I just do? Let me get this right. She exchanged one form of prison for another form of prison. So the only thing Gypsy wanted was to do what Gypsy wanted to do when she wanted to do it. When she got to Nick's house, she didn't like the look of Nick's house. She thought to herself, this is what I did all of this for. Well, what did you do, Gypsy? What did you do all of what for to get to where you were? Let me guess. Unalive your mom? Unalive your mom because you guys couldn't grift together anymore? Because you thought, wow, that's an easy way out. Let me unalive my mom. I'll be the victim again if it goes according to plan, which it didn't. But I'll be the victim again, and maybe I'll make some money out of the deal. Maybe I'll be a hero out of the deal, and I'll be a celebrity out of the deal. You're a Z class celebrity, a wannabe. So you have done everything possible to make the average bear think there's something deranged and wrong with you, and you're bringing a child into the world. Maybe we can't even believe that. We can't even believe that. Yet there's still a few of you that are on Gypsy's side that said, poor Gypsy, poor Gypsy. We see a bunch of pictures of Gypsy in Disney World. We see a bunch of pictures with Gypsy singing and people applauding. That should say enough. How people bent over backwards and kept their food in their stomach after that, and kept a straight face on to hear her sing.
I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above.
And kept a straight face on to hear her sing. That was punishment enough. But no. Gypsy had to go one more and make it so that her mom would have no kind of legacy. This woman has no kind of legacy. She is somebody that a lot of people have thought of her as vile, and how could she do to her daughter? How could she do to her daughter? Listen, man, she was a survivor. What she did was wrong, but she didn't do anything to her daughter except show her how to grift. The fact that Gypsy's still doing that is all on Gypsy, because Gypsy has the money now to make a difference and to pay back. But Gypsy isn't doing that. So that characteristic alone should tell you what she's made of, what's inside of her, because she has money where she could do right and advocate and do everything she said she's going to do. But that's not it, because her main goal was never to help others. It was all about what Gypsy wanted, when Gypsy wanted it, how she got it, how she was going to keep it, and all that bullshit. All of that. And let me tell you that people see it. People see it. People know it. And those people that aren't calling her out on it, people that, like her family, they're taking from her. So they're selling their morals and their values, if they ever had any, to squash the whole life of a woman that raised her kid. Again, not saying she didn't abuse her. She didn't physically abuse her. She didn't physically tie her up. Now, I might question if Gypsy didn't do that to her mom, because as we know, the woman was unalived without any numbing agent. There was no numbing agent, which would have been very easy to do. Actually, the whole unalivement would have been less brutal had she have just, I don't know, given her over medication, insulin, anything, right? But no. You see we all see the way Gypsy unalived her mom. The plan she had to unalive her mom. It was brutal. There was nothing mother and daughtery about it. It was as if she absolutely hated her mom. Why? she wasn't stuck in a wheelchair. She wouldn't be able to walk if she was stuck in a wheelchair. So I don't want to hear, well, maybe some of this is true. No, no, no. Show me. Show me. Show me the pictures of the dog leash. Show me. And better yet, let's ask Gypsy 5 times about the same story. And let's see how many stories we get from the one. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. Tell me what you think, because I want to know. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Always be kind. And do you really think that David Blanchard was getting some on the side by Gypsy Rose? Nothing would surprise me, because she would sell her body for nothing. She would sell her body for a piece of paper if she wanted that piece of paper and just was too lazy to go walk to the other room to get a piece of paper. That's who she is, guys.